Yo, YouTube, what's the deal? It's your boy. YT back at it again with another one. Listen, man, another unfortunate situation. It's people living out of hotels, whether that be single people, whether that be a single mother and her kids, or whether that be a whole family, husband and wife. It's a lot of that going on right now. Last time I posted one of these videos, people was like, well, it's more for, you to live out of a hotel than for you to pay rent. But you got to think about it. A lot of these people lost their old apartment, their old house, whatever the case may be. So they credit jacked. So that's their last option, because where else can you go? Hotel is the next best thing. They always go like that. Every time the economy is suffering, people start living in their cars, vans, and hotels. But listen, man, if you're brand new to the channel, I need you to smash the subscribe button if you want to see more of these videos. And I need everybody watching the video to thumbs up the video so YouTube can push it out to new viewers. That's all I'm asking from y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let's get right into it.
Things I've learned while living in a hotel. I had to leave my old apartment before it was time to move into a new one. So me and my 1-year-old have been here in the meantime. And as a young, single, first-time mother, who not to mention has bipolar disorder and a lot of depressive episodes, it definitely can be challenging, especially in such a small space. I had to learn how to do laundry in the bath today. It's about $4.75 each load. And with a 1-year-old, that's just not that cost effective. So we figure something out. It can get kind of hard to prioritize your mental health in such a small space that you share with another little human. There's no breaks, there's no separation. But I've just been taking it day by day, putting more effort into my daily routine, like my hygiene and my eating habits. It's important to see the bright side, because life can happen at any time. I'm just blessed that we have this.
So that right there was a mother and her child living in a hotel. Next, we about to get into a full family. All in one hotel room? That one tough.
How I make living in a hotel work for me and my family of 5. Once you enter to the right, you have a kitchenette. The top shelf consists of spices, breakfast, breads, baby food, and baby formula. The bottom shelf consists of spoons, cups, bowls, plates, and baby items. The sink is a pretty decent size, which I love. On bottom of that, we have all baby items and detergent. This is extra pantry space. On bottom of the electric burner, I have pots, pans, cooking utensils, bags. We have the restroom to the left once you enter the door. My daughter is homeschooled, so this is her homeschool area. That's also our kitchen table. This is where twin 1 sleeps. Next, we have our closet area, which does hold all of our clothes and shoes. Twin number 2 sleeps right next to the bed. I try to keep the area as clean as possible so the space can feel bigger. On the side of the other bed, I have car seats and other baby items. So yeah, this is our life in a hotel. Who would have ever thought? Because honestly, I would have never thought, but we make it work.
Hey, but one thing about it, they not going without, are they? They got every single thing they need. So it makes sense. It's like you got a fully furnished studio apartment pretty much.
This is my 5th video on my series of living in a hotel. So today I went to the food bank, and I kind of wanted to show you what you get at the food bank typically, if that's something that you need to do to supplement income. So I'll typically get ramen soups, cereal, spaghetti, rice, and then oftentimes it'll also come with peanut butter, and the Nutri-Grain is different this month. And then I'll often get some sort of pastry. And then, of course, lots of canned fruits and vegetables. There's more than this, but I put all of them away. And then I'll get some sort of frozen meat that I can cook in like the slow cooker. So this month we got beef and turkey breast. The freezer that comes with the small fridge in my room isn't very good. It doesn't keep things very frozen. But we have a communal one that we use downstairs in the lobby for employees who work here at the hotel. So yeah, I go once a month, and it really helps cut back on cost of food. A lot of stuff will kind of last throughout the month, and then I'll buy things at the store as I need them. The food bank is a great resource. I know sometimes it can feel weird needing to have help with something as simple as getting food, but at the end of the day, you need to eat, and they're there for a reason. And I don't know about other food banks, but the one I go to, they have a lot of like free books, magazines, movies, so that's something that they encourage you to take. So if you need the food bank, use it. It's there for you, and if you don't, think about donating to it. I know that once I'm out of this situation and I'm better off financially, I definitely want to be donating to them, because they could use all the donations they can get.
We really got to keep it all the way real. We can't sit around blaming the government. We can't sit around saying that they don't offer help. Now, some of the things that happen to us as people, it's their fault. A lot of it, actually. But this country do give out help. A lot of other countries, majority of other countries don't have government assistance like they do here. You see, so you could get help. You could go to a food bank. You could get Medicaid, insurance. You could get food stamps. You get all of these you get all of this government assistance. So I'm saying that to say it could be worse. In some other countries, they don't care about the people. They don't give you any type of assistance. You would just starve.
So I wanted to go live, but I'm not a live girl, and I'm not on here to like make money and stuff. I'm only here to share my story. So, is this about to become one of those things like woke became, where white people just take this saying and run with it, and so it no longer has any type of meaning at all again? Because I'm sick of seeing white people say the math ain't math, and when I wish they could just get out of my pockets. I know I brought this up. I know that I'm the one that brought up my nomad life, but that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to tell my story. Once again, my budget every month is $1,500. I do not have rent. I live in hotels with an S, because multiple hotels, because I like to move around. My mental health likes a change of scenery every few days. I created a life that is flexible. It gives me freedom to come and go as I please, to travel, to visit my family more, to help with my grandson. I've done the rent thing. So when you all say the math ain't math, and let's play with that for a minute. A lot of you have let me know that I said I wanted to stay, like, I try to find hotels that are around $120 a month. A night. When I say around, that means around. It may go to 105. It may go to 135. Every now and then there's a 150 in there. But when I say I like to stay around something, that means around. It's not concrete. When I say my budget is $1,500, yeah, that's my living budget. My living budget is $1,500 a month, and I make that happen. My rent used to be $2,400. When you put in rent and then you put in all the utilities, I was well over $3,000 a month paying to live. I was traveling a lot. I was visiting my family a lot. I was working a lot. Therefore, my apartment was sitting empty. Now, I just pay for when I'm sleeping. Makes sense to me. I'm still able to do all the things that I was already doing, except because I was paying already $3,000 for my rent and my utilities and all of that, I've now set a budget to live. So when I'm sleeping, my budget is $1,500. So what happens with the rest of that money? Let's just say my rent was $2,400. Forget the utilities and all of that. But if I'm spending $1,500 to live in hotels, my living expenses to live in hotels, $1,500, and the $2,400 that I was paying on my rent, that's what, $900 that I'm not spending to live? So that's $900 that I could put back into my banking account, or I can use that money to travel somewhere else. I can use that money to support my family. I can use that money to help my son and my grandson and his wife and all of that. So my living budget is $1,500. I live in hotels because I found that it made more sense for me to only pay for when I'm sleeping. And now I can travel more and do more things. It works for me. But since I made that post, there have been so many people that have chimed in and said that they pretty much do the same thing, except they actually stay for a month at a time, or months at a time, and it works for them. They really do have budgets of $1,500 or $2,000, and it works for them. All utilities, breakfast, you got business centers, you can print out things, you've got breakfast, you've got cable, you've got Wi-Fi. It works for so many people. So for all of you saying the math ain't mathin', and you're counting my pennies and counting my pockets, it doesn't work for you. It's not meant for you. You know, The freedom and flexibility I have to just go and move around is that whenever I'm not staying somewhere, I can go somewhere else. I can try this new place. I heard that the Sheraton or the Hilton or whatever has really nice beds. And guess what? I can go try them out. I can go try them out and decide if I want to vacation somewhere and stay in an AC or a Sheraton or a Hilton in whatever country I decide I want to go to, because I've already tested them out as part of my living expenses. So if it doesn't fit you, it's not for you. It's for me. That's my nomadic life. And I'm having a blast living it. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Now, her stance is more so she want to be a digital nomad. These people like to travel, stay in countries for maybe a week to a month, and then go on to the next. Something like that. I'm just giving you a timeline. You know, it's no specifics. It's no rule by thumb that you got to stay a week or a month. But I'm saying these people don't like to stay in one location permanently, indefinitely. They're locationally independent. So that's what she want to do. Most digital nomads live out of hotels. Airbnbs, hotels, places that they can stay short term, a short duration. Perspective is everything. I say this all the time. Perspective is everything. She not calling herself homeless. She's saying she's a digital nomad. Some people saying they're homeless. Some people saying they're a digital nomad. Some people just saying they're living out of a hotel. But your perspective determines how people view you and how you view yourself. She's saying she a digital nomad. Other people saying they homeless, living in a hotel. They both living in a hotel, but it's a different perspective.